So Asma and I have been married for a little over 5 years now, and over the course of that time, a lot of folks have asked me, how is it that you're married, but you don't wear a wedding ring? And some people have even interpreted me not wearing a wedding ring as a sign that I am up to something sinister.
So I don't wear rings either. I used to love wearing rings, but because of my profession, you put on the rings and then you get into work and you have to take it off because you're working with people's skin. You have to put on gloves. It becomes a little bit of an issue. And I would stick it in a drawer, and after a long period, then I would find the rings again. So I just stopped wearing rings altogether. Well, on occasions, you get all dressed up, I may put on a ring.
By the way, welcome to the second episode of Happily Entangled AF, Asma and Fazeer.
Are you excited? I'm excited. Today we are going to reveal our wedding rings for the very first time. Most of our friends and family members have never seen us wear rings, because we don't normally wear them. And we are also going to do you one more special thing. We are going to tell you how much these rings actually cost. You are going to be blown away.
Even more shocking than how much these rings cost is the fact that we didn't buy these rings. Like Asma, no, I bought these rings for each other. Our parents didn't buy it for us. Asma's sister Salma was actually the person who bought us our wedding rings, like both of them. And it would have cost her a bit, as Asma will reveal to you in a short while from now. But Salma, thank you very much, by the way, for the gift. And just FYI, we didn't even see these rings until they were gifted to us.
Because we didn't want to do rings, and it's not necessary. I mean, hello, who says you need a ring to say that you're married, If you want to wear rings, well, go with it. And if you do want to wear rings, you could still get married. At least that's my take on it, And what's it, in a you just need to have the offer and the acceptance. The boy offers, the girl accepts, so the girl offers and the boy accepts. But the boy must give the mahar, the mahar or the dowry, which is the gift that he gives to the girl. It could be anything: house, land, car, money, jewelry, even a cow, anything. So we choose not to have rings, but we choose to travel.
So one of the questions that you may have in your mind right now is, so if it is that you don't wear rings, how do people know that you're married? And I personally think that is a non-question. That is not the issue at hand. The real issue should be whether or not I wear a ring. Do I know that I am married? Am I reminded of the fact that I am married all the time? And do I conduct myself as such? And this is a question that every married person really and truly should be asking themselves. Your behavior as a married person should never be and cannot be tied or pegged to a ring. So how do people know that I'm married if I'm not wearing a ring? I know I'm married, or at least I should know that I'm married.
Before we show you these rings, remember we promised to tell you the price. So Fazeer's own costs a little bit more because he's got fatter fingers, Anyways, his ring costs 13. My ring costs 10. So altogether, it was a whopping US 23 cents. And now it's time for the big reveal.
Boom! This is 23 US cents of good quality stainless steel that also happens to glitter. Now you'll notice as well that we're wearing the rings on our right hands, and there's a reason that we do that as well.
That's because we use our left hand to wash our bum-bums and we use our right hands to eat.
And this is a Muslim thing, by the way, right? Muslims use their right hands for eating and for almost everything else, and the left hand is reserved for cleansing and that sort of stuff. So everything that is good is also done according to the Islamic belief. Everything that is good is associated with the right, and things that are bad are associated with the left. So what that usually means, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that
means I'm always right because I'm sitting on the right, and you may be sometimes wrong because you're sitting on the left.
That means I'm always wrong because I'm on the left here. Anyways, what it also means too is that whilst you'll see most Muslims wearing their rings on their right hand, you might see some of them wearing it on their left hands, and that's usually a sign that they think you married the wrong person.
No.
That's not true. That's actually not true at all. But some folks will wear their rings on their left hand the way that most of us think it should be,
because it's like a connection to the heart.
Yeah, well,
So,
yeah.
That's the reason.
And that's usually the tradition. Most folks, you get married, you look for the ring on the left hand. But I want to tell you, if you're dealing with Muslims and you're scoping out somebody, boy, and you think, well, hey, I didn't see a ring on the left hand, maybe they're single, double check and make sure you watch the right hand, because if there's a ring on the right hand, chances are they're taken. Yeah? And it could actually be the other way around to where if they're wearing a ring on the left hand, it doesn't necessarily mean
that they married.
That they're married. Yeah. So, with a Muslim,
just
ask. Yeah. And if you're afraid to ask, or if she's surrounded by family, or she on her own and that sort of stuff, and you just want to be ultra safe, send a message. Don't ask directly.
Indeed.
But that has brought us to the end of our vlog. We hope you enjoyed our story. Like, seriously, that we had to resurrect these rings out of storage just to be able to show them to you. We've worn them a couple times, but not really much. It's such an inconvenience to wear a ring. Like, most times I'll just wear a watch, and you don't even wear a watch, right?
No, I just stick to earrings.
Yeah, which nobody ever sees.
But you're wearing them, and it makes you feel nice and girly. Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed today's vlog. Happily Entangled AF. Not what you think, just in case you're joining us in late. Happily Entangled stands for Asma
and Fazeer,
the AF. So that's it for today's episode. Thank you for viewing. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, but most importantly,
leave us a comment.
Thank you very much. So until next week, God willing, bye bye for now, and